Well, good afternoon, everybody. This is Pastor Jay, and I'm coming to you from the vicarage. And we are here to do our Saturday Digging Deeper devotional. And all this week, we're digging deeper into our sermon from last week and the week before, which is from a series called Living the Dream. And in this series, we are discussing our congregational sentence for 2025 and 2026. Now, our congregational sentence is a goal statement that was created by our congregation during and after a month of concerted prayer. And so we prayed together in our groups for a month, and then I came around to every group to see what people had heard from the Lord during that time. And then we met as leadership, and we discussed the ideas that were batted around, and we came up with this statement: awakened and powered by love to transform. Awakened by God's love and empowered by that love, we will transform our communities. In 2025 and 2026, we are going to foster an environment where our church is awakened to a deeper awareness of God's love. This will lead us to spend more and more time with Him, whether through reading His Word, seeking Him in prayer, or helping those in need within the wider community by using the gifts that God has given us. We will experience freedom, connection, support, and empowerment through our encounters with God. We will be a shining light in the region, radiating His supernatural power, healing, and hope. As we reach those in need, we will spread the message of Jesus and create a lasting, positive difference in the communities we serve. And so we've been talking from Ephesians 5 about the three activate words in this statement. And those words are awaken, empowered, and transformed. And so we've been specifically this week talking about how do we become empowered. And so in our conversations, we've learned that if we are to be empowered, we must learn to follow Christ and follow rightly delegated authority. We've learned that if we are to be empowered, we must walk in the way of love. If we are to be empowered, we must live as children of the light. And today, I want us to talk about being empowered by finding out what pleases God. Now, what does that statement mean, what pleases God? Jesus made this statement, and I use this all the time. I talk about this all the time, how Jesus in His life only did the things which the Father revealed He should do. In other words, He lived in this place of prayer and in this place of existence in which He only walked in the supernatural power that He saw the Lord moving in. And so in John 5:19, He says, "The Son can do nothing of His own accord, but He only does what He sees the Father doing." And so He recognized that in His body as a human being, He was limited to how much He could do. And so He only engaged in those activities that His limited body saw His Father. He only engaged in those activities which He saw His Father doing with His limited body. And we've got to do the same thing. We cannot do everything. And so we've got to take our senses, our personal vision, our personal ability to see, and we must apply that personal vision so that we can see what the Father's doing in our limited scope. You know what? My job is not to fix the whole world. My job is not to preach the gospel to the whole world. My job is to preach the gospel where I see the Father moving and where the Lord allows me opportunity. I've told the church many times that there was a time in my life where I thought I was going to move out of Cornerstone Church and go somewhere else and do the job of minister. In fact, there was a time in my life where I wasn't so sure I was going to carry on with the job of minister. I was kind of feeling like maybe I should do something else. But the Lord showed me through circumstances, through events, through the way things were happening, that this was my place. And could I have gone against the grain and gone to do something else? Sure. But then I would have been out of the will of God. You see, I am doing what I see. I am joining God in what I see him doing in my life. I'm not resisting his plan or his purpose. Resisting his plan or his purpose would have been leaving the church in the hour when I saw that I had a mission to accomplish in the church. You see, once God revealed the mission and the vision and revealed what it was that I could do, then I had to choose whether I was going to join him or not. I saw what God was doing. I saw the plan and the purpose that maybe other people didn't see. And I knew I could walk out, I could go another way, but then I wouldn't be following God. And so I chose to follow God and stay here and plant my feet here and do the work that I saw God doing. And each one of us is required to do the same thing. What are you going to do? Are you going to do what the Father is revealing to you? Or are you going to go another way? Are you going to go another way because it's more convenient or it looks more entertaining? Are you going to allow things in your life to consume you, distractions to consume you so that you can't accomplish the things God wants you to? Or are you going to join God in what you see him doing? It's going to require some sacrifice. It does for every one of us. You know, there are choices to be made. In order to walk this pathway, I gave up other pathways. And you will have to do the same thing. If you're going to join God, you've got to give up other pathways that might be fun, might be enjoyable. And I can only promise you that your life will be most fulfilling if you follow God's plan and you join him in what you see him doing. All right, until we meet again, God bless you and be at peace.